were working with students from other countries, it would be interesting because it wouldn't only be science, it would also be a cultural exchange. Genius out, or they also call it 20% time. 20% time. So they borrow this idea from Google culture. In the Google culture, they tell their engineers that you have 20% time to do anything that you want. So you have a job description, and you must do, but one day a week, or 20% of the time, you must do a project of your own passion and anything you want to do that you want to develop. And that's a fairly crazy idea in some ways. But it turns out that a lot of the breakthroughs that Google had, some of the newer and successful apps, came from the engineers' ideas when they were not doing their job, when they were doing what they wanted to do. So in a lot of schools now, hopefully more and more schools, teachers are taking the chance to bring in what we call a passion project, or a project that the student chooses and taps into what the student wants to do. So my children, they're 10, 11, 12 years old. They know a little bit about what they like, but they don't know so much. So, but what everyone's worried about is the vocation of the job. What kind of job are you going to get? What kind of job are you going to get? I don't know. You know, you look in the future, and I mean, I tell my students, don't tell your parents I said this, but I don't know that there are jobs in the future, right? Anything that a robot can do, robot will do better. So if you don't have something that fits here, there's no job for you. So I'm very, this seems like not so serious, but it's actually very, very serious. And also, it leads to happiness. If you're doing something that you love doing and that the world needs and that you're good at, you might be happy. When you get to sleep in, hopefully you get to sleep in a little bit on the weekend, what do you do when it's your choice, your freedom? What do you like to do? So that would be one. I want you to make a list of 10, 20, 30 things that you like to do on the weekend. Second category, when you're sitting in school, in the classroom, sometimes you're not paying attention. I know, most of the time you don't, but sometimes you're not paying attention. When you're daydreaming, what are you daydreaming about? And then the fourth category is more like school type category. What is something that you learned last year that you want to learn more about, or something, something that you'd like to learn? So those are the four categories, and I asked them to make a long list, as long a list as they can, from each one. Each student completes this on their own independently. So this student said, oh, I like to read and I like to draw, okay? If I really think about it, which one do I like to do more, reading or drawing? The winner was reading, okay? And then that moves to the next round until he has a champion here watching movies from this quadrant. Long story short, he gets to the end, and his final champion passion, something that he is interested in a lot, is climate change. He wants to work on climate change. So whatever he does, as long as it's related to climate change, the odds are he's not going to get bored, and he's not going to give up, and he's going to keep working way past the class time. That's the goal. So the next thing they do is they have to come up with a project idea, and then they have to pitch it in a style like this television show, Shark Tank. So as we started working, my focus, and I spoke about this yesterday, was focusing on failure. So when you are working, so as soon as you identify what you want to do, and then you say, okay, what's the first thing I have to do to make this happen, you realize that it's difficult, really difficult. When you think of success, and when we show like the great projects out there, we think of it as a straight line. That's all we want to show people, is the straight up, what people think it looks like is success that looks like that. But anyone, probably everyone in this room who's ever made anything, knows the reality of success is backwards and all over the place, and then maybe getting up here eventually. Right? We all need luck, and we're all blessed in this life just to be here. So I'm not saying that's not true, but hard work will pay off. Another way of looking at success is the iceberg illusion. Let's show what you have, with the idea that you will ask someone to come and work with you and collaborate with you on it. So the idea, you guys have heard of TED Talks? It's very cool, right? Great way to communicate and ask for help. And so all the people now are familiar with TED Talks. And so the students' project, kind of to close it off, was to do a TED Talk. And so if you go, I'll leave my cards up here if you want. You can look on this website right here. So my project is hoping that I can get students to watch these videos, and maybe they say, oh, I like this project, and I'm interested actually in this person as well. I would like to meet with them in email or maybe in video chat a little bit and work together on this project. So that's sort of my dream with this whole thing. Do you want to see a video or two or a few seconds of one to see an idea? So this boy made something he called it a power spinner. So her idea was, some people are allergic to cats and they don't get to enjoy cats. So, oops, I went the wrong way. Let's see if I can make this one. Do you want to see another one, or are you bored?
Yeah.
Okay. So this boy, he made something he called a truthometer. So it's kind of like a lie detector.
You built this truthometer project?
Yes.
Do you play lacrosse?
Yes.
Do you ever talk in class when you're not supposed to?
No.
This boy made a solar phone charger. So I saw something like this out here today. So all the children are very worried about their cell phones running out of juice. So that's where the problem started from. And so he's like, okay, let me find out a way to solve this problem. His neighbor's house burned down one day. And so he was passionate about trying to find a way to solve that problem. So he invented a sprinkler system, the kind that you have inside, but to do it outside. This girl had two interests. One, that she was really interested in drawing and animation, and the other, that she loves wilderness and animals. So she invented this app called Mnemonicore, which basically, a mnemonic device is a way to remember things. So she created this algorithm that would allow you to put in anything you wanted to.